What's going on, guys? DigiDestin here. Welcome back to another pickup video. And as you can tell, I'm not in my usual spot. I'm actually in a hotel room in Portland, Oregon. And the reason being, I recently attended the Cowlitz Gamers for Kids Gaming Expo. It's a great little retro gaming expo that has auctions, vendors, gaming tournaments, arcade cabinets. Not too many, but it's a smaller event that's very family friendly, very awesome, very casual, very laid back, not too busy. And the great thing about it is all the proceeds, all the vendor fees, all the entry fees, even the auction items, that money goes towards the Arc of Cowlitz County, which helps kids with autism and other developmental disabilities. So the event's actually for a great cause. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of people that show up. It's hosted by John Hancock, the immortal John Hancock. I'm sure you've heard of him from his great retro gaming YouTube channel. John Riggs is always there. Metal Jesus always makes an appearance every now and then. Radical Reggie, awesome guys. But I was just there. I had my table myself. I was sharing it with Retro Edition. I'll leave links down below for all these people that I'm mentioning. But yeah, I had the honor of sharing a table, being a vendor there instead of an attendee for the first time in 4 years. And it was a very fun event. Got to meet a lot of people and sell games and get some games in return. So without further ado, before I talk you guys' ear off, I'm just gonna dive right into the pickups and you can see what I picked up. Alright, so the first pickups I got are from a buddy of mine, Blurry Gill. Awesome person. You should check out his stream. It's a very fun stream, plays a lot of battle royale games and plays a lot of retro games. It's a lot of fun. But he was getting rid of his Amiibo collection. I know I haven't bought Amiibo in a long time, but recently a new Smash series came out and I had to get those, and there were a few that he had as well that I didn't have, and so we ended up working out a trade. And these ones are great because they're all new in box. He has a great collection. He just decided he didn't want them anymore. So first thing, we have a few things here, two different sets. Let's see if I can get them in order, but as you can see, we have some of the 30th anniversary Legend of Zelda Amiibo here. So we have this one, which is the Skyward Sword Link, and which I believe this one was exclusive to Amazon, so you can only get it off ordering on Amazon. Then we have this Twilight Princess one, which might have been Best Buy. I don't recall exactly. And then we have Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask here. Oh, excuse me. Twilight Princess, I believe, was GameStop exclusive, and the Majora's Mask might have been Best Buy. But they're all exclusive to stores. I have some of the other ones like Ocarina of Time Link and Wind Waker Zelda and Link. The Toon Links, I guess, double pack. But I missed out on these, and he was getting rid of these. We were able to work out a trade for some of my games for these Amiibo, which is great because now I have that complete Zelda set. And then we have 3 more Amiibo here that I did not have yet, and I'm happy to have now. First one is Bayonetta, Player 1. For some reason, when she first came out, this is the first release here. When she first came out, she had a Player 1 variant and a Player 2 variant. Player 2 was exclusive to, I think, Best Buy, and Player 1 was at Best Buy as well, but also in other stores. I didn't pick up the Player 1 just because I knew that the Player 2 would be harder to find, just because that one was exclusive to the store itself. But since I put that off for so long, I never ended up getting Player 1. So I'm happy to have this one here. And then now we have 2 newer ones that just came out. This is King K. Rool and Piranha Plant. So these two I missed out on because I didn't pre-order anywhere. I didn't wait in line like I usually did back when the Amiibo craze was at its height. I did get Ice Climbers, but these two have been quite elusive to me. I couldn't find them at Target, I couldn't find them at Best Buy, whereas everyone else has been finding them, which is nice, because I think these are very, very cool looking. The quality of Amiibo that Nintendo's been releasing ever since the beginning has only gone up, and so finding these is very, very cool. So thank you to my buddy Blurry Gill for working on a trade with me for these. Very excited to have it. Now I just need to have another container to store all this in, because I don't have room to display it, of course. But I do have another thing from Blurry Gill, but I'll save that for last because it's pretty darn cool. Next pickup is from our friends at Gamebound Video Games. He saw a few things that he wanted, and we worked out a partial trade with that. I saw a game that he had that I didn't have, and I've been looking for a while. This is Mario Hoops 3-on-3 for Nintendo DS. He had a price at $17. It's fairly hard to find, at least for me. I haven't come across it very often, but when I do, the one I come across a lot is the one with the red case instead of the black case. The red one came out a little bit later, kind of like a player's choice variant, I believe, and I always find that one for about the same cost, about $17 here, and I can just never bring myself to pick it up. But when I saw that Gamebound Video Games had it, yeah, I figured why not work out a trade. This one's complete in box, it's got the black casing. It's the perfect time to pick it up for my collection. So with this, I believe I am done with my DS collection. Not a full set, of course, but just the DS games that I want. Big fan of the sports titles. I heard this one's pretty good. I'm just excited to have it after at least a couple years of looking for this game for a reasonable price. Next pickup is from another buddy of mine, Josh at Stupid Geeks Inc. or Stupid Geek Inc. I believe. But he makes a lot of repros, deals in a lot of import games, always has an awesome booth. He always has tons of great stuff, and he's always working out great deals. So his biggest thing is repros. He likes to make a lot of repros of homebrews and hacks and import games that we didn't get over in the US. And so he had this one that caught my eye. This is Castlevania Overflow Darkness. I don't know if you can see that in there. I can't really see because I'm using my phone to record. But this apparently is a Castlevania hack that has new levels, new enemies. It's apparently pretty hard. And as a fan, big fan of the original Castlevania game, this definitely sparked my interest. He hooked it up for me, and he always has great quality in terms of the cart casing, the labels, and the solder job itself. But I'm very excited to test this one out. I want to play it. I love the original Castlevania. That's my favorite NES game of all time, and I just figured I'm going to give this one a try, see if I can beat it, and see how it compares to the original Castlevania. So I'm very excited about this one. Alright, the next one is somewhat of an oddity. This is my first time seeing this one ever out of my 7 or 8 years of collecting. This is a Majesco release, but not just any Majesco release. It is a white label, no frills copy of a Majesco game, or a third-party Nintendo game, but from Majesco, Contra 3 Alien Wars. And if you haven't seen this before, this is it's pretty crazy. It just says Super Nintendo on the top. On the front says the title. No ESRB, no artwork, nothing. This is basically just sticker paper. On the back, there's no label, just like traditional Majesco games. I got this for 20 bucks at the expo, and essentially what this is towards the end of the Super Nintendo lifespan, game library's lifespan, Majesco picked up all the third-party, or some of the third-party games that sold fairly well throughout the years of the Super Nintendo, and they started producing their own. And they would get marked with assembled in Mexico. The sticker labels, or the labels themselves of the actual games that they released, ended up being very low quality, not glossy, straight paper. The manuals were black and white, so on and so forth. Really low quality games, and they kept those games lowly priced for that same reason, so it can be more affordable and they could sell more. But essentially what happened was the Super Nintendo was dying out, and they were moving on to N64. Same thing with Nintendo and the other producers, game publishers, And Majesco had this huge backstock of Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games that weren't selling because the systems weren't selling. And so they decided to release this version, it was a way for them to cut their costs really low so they can still meet some profits. And so instead of printing out really higher quality labels, they ended up printing out this simple white label, no ESRB, no nothing, and sending them out in plastic bags, basically no boxes, for very, very cheap. And so that's the story behind this. My first time seeing it, I think it's very cool. I think it has a very cool history. And so when I saw it immediately, I was like, I need to have this in my collection. And the cool thing is, it's Contra 3 Alien Wars. It's $20. It's $20 for an awesome, awesome game. I haven't tried it out yet, so hopefully Contra 3 is in here. But I'm very excited about this one. So far, I've been very excited about all my pickups at Cowlitz. All right, and this last pickup, again, is from my buddy Blurry Gill. This is probably my favorite of the retro gaming expo I attended. This is a denim jacket, as you can see, brand new, still got the tag on it, size medium, and actually fits me. But the cool thing is, if you look at the left breast pocket, it says Nintendo on it. It's embroidered. It's very nice. It's an officially licensed Nintendo denim jacket. So when I saw this, I had to have it. Actually, my fiance saw it and she told me about it, and then we decided, like, we had to have it. It was without a doubt, you know, we had to have it. But the cool thing is, on the back, not only does it say Nintendo on the front, on the back it says Tetris Attack. I'm so happy about this. This is very cool. So obviously Tetris Attack was a game on Super Nintendo. So this jean jacket is fairly old, but it's in great shape. It's brand new, officially licensed by Nintendo. I don't really know the story behind this, but you know, I just thought it was super cool because not often do you come across memorabilia or clothing from that age, that day and age, in this great a shape. So when I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is a must buy here. So thanks again, Blurry Gill, for those Amiibo and this denim jacket. Thank you to Stupid Geeks Inc. For the repro, Gamebound Video Games for that DS game that I needed for my collection. And I forgot who sold me this Majesco release of Contra 3 Alien Wars, but thank you to them as well. And again, if you haven't checked out Cowlitz Gamers for Kids, if you don't know about the Arc of Cowlitz, I'll leave links down below too. Check those out if you ever have a chance to make it out to that show. I typically try to attend, so maybe we can meet up or something. But it's a great show. I'll be there next year, hopefully. My schedule allows it, but I always love going there and finding great pickups and meeting great people. And those were all my pickups for this week. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. I have other pickups, tips and tricks, gameplays, as well as streams. And with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next one.